Hi, this is Marcia Watkins telling a true story of intrigue, mayhem, and murder. It happened in ancient India. This Greek general traveled the Silk Road to invade and conquer India. He carried away great treasures of silk, gold, and jewels. These artifacts were uncovered by archaeologists in the Maharashtra province. They proved that Indian artisans were embroidering silk thousands of years ago. Searching for a land route to the Orient, Marco Polo also traveled the Silk Road and discovered that the Indians were already creating hand-woven exotic fabrics from silk and cotton threads. The Portuguese explorer Diaz discovered a new sea route to India, which increased trading around the world. This British monarch signed a charter which authorized the English to trade with India. So, with that authority, a private company seized the assets of the existing East India Company and took control of the Indian economy. After suffering murder and mayhem for over 150 years, a group of Indian princes with their French allies revolted, but the company's private army took only a few hours to defeat them. After their surrender, the English had complete political and economic power over India. Meanwhile, the effects of the Industrial Revolution were exploding in Britain. Their factories required massive amounts of raw materials, and the raiding of India escalated. The British commandeered the abundance of India, which now included much more than silk and cotton thread. The company controlled the sale of all these commodities, shipping them to Britain and other markets around the world. The reason was greed. While the Indian people were starving, the company's stockholders and military officers were amassing great personal fortunes. The British stranglehold on every aspect of the Indian economy was used to overpower and enslave the natives. This was the first of several English-engineered famines in the Bengal province. An estimated 10 million people died because the company's only concern was profits. Soon the mere mention of the name India brought images of poverty, hunger, and death. Before the British takeover, India's economy had been the second most powerful in the world. Its share was equivalent to all of Europe combined. But the company deliberately put policies in place that would impoverish the country. The Indians finally revolted, but the uprising was brutally and completely crushed. As a result, the British government kicked out the company and took control of the country. That control was not relinquished until 1947, ending an occupation of almost 350 years. Thanks for listening. Hopefully, you gained a greater appreciation of India.